Rare Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
And I'm like, what do you mean by that? Like, they don't have an attorney, they don't have a manager. This is the realest shit ever. So in the process of doing the deal for Fab's deal, the one thing that came out of everybody was, and it was fucked up to hear this, like, man, it's good to see y'all actually have real attorneys, you know what I'm saying, have real representation. And that was because I got lucky. My mentor was, you know what I'm saying, the biggest booking agent in the world on a fluke that I met. So he hooked me up with, you know what I'm saying, one of the best attorney firms in the world. So that was able to negotiate Fab's deal, but just because it was knowing the right attorneys, Fab went from, you know what I'm saying, second or third hottest in the Bay Area to the most wanted commodity, and was able to get the kind of deal he was because they're like, okay, we know them, and if they're dealing with him, we can allocate millions of dollars towards this project and this artist because we know they do business.
You know, that's crazy, man. By the time that's a good transition into this because I want to talk about these two artists before we move into Black Noise. Sage. Sage the Gemini drops. He just come. It seemed like this kid drops out the blue.
Damn near.
Red Nose. I've never seen. I don't know if I've seen anybody blow up like that fast. Like it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Blowing up in the streets because I feel like 24, who we're going to talk about next, blew up online with his generation. So
that's the misconception.
Okay.
Sage blew up online.
Sage blew up online.
On Vine.
Oh. The dance.
Yes. Well, he did it.
The dance.
Oh, his Vine went viral?
No, the song just went viral on Vine.
On Vine.
I met Sage at the Petaluma show. I think it was a Krayshawn show.
Okay.
And he had just finished the song. You know what I'm saying? He was about to put out this EP. But the thing is about Sage, people
does he
don't
know
realize,
anybody? Is he buzzing? I mean, who is he cool with?
Well, he was cool with what's his name? Smoothie.
Okay.
So he was kind of like his mentor, and like, you know, because he used to produce himself.
Okay.
He was producing for a lot of people. They didn't know who he was.
Right.
So when I met him, Red Nose and Gasper, that shit was done. And I hear it, I'm like, bro, you don't like, basically, you just need to be distributed. Like, you don't even need me. I don't even need to get in your business because this is a layup. And it's, you know what I'm saying, it's that dope. So I introduced him to Ghazi Empire to do a distribution deal. Okay. But like I said, what had happened was people don't realize Sage had written, recorded, produced, mixed, and mastered 100% of Red Nose and did all of that on Gas Pedal except for Sue's verse. So he's 100%, he was literally 100% on Red Nose and 85%, 100% on Gas Pedal.
Do you know how he got the Sue verse?
Through Smoothie.
Smoothie, okay.
Yeah, and
then he was producing and shit.
Yeah, no, Sue literally just looked out, bro, because he didn't know him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Sage loves Sue. Yeah. He just looked out for him when he did the verse. That's how he kind of came to get HBK, because Sue fucked with him. Like, man, I fuck with you. Right. And that's how he ended up even being in HBK, because Sue just looked out for him and he fucked with him.
And that was a good look by Sue. It'd be crazy how some of the artists and / CEOs or heads of these labels, like a Sue, a J Style, a Rick Ross, be the best A&Rs in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? So Sage comes with these songs. So you fuck with him. You take him to Ghazi for the distribution. Yeah. Is there anything outside of what he would have done to drop those songs on whatever streaming services, however he would have got them there? Is there anything that Empire did for him, marketing wise? Yeah. So what happened was, as the songs took off, Ghazi also through radio broke it in like North Carolina. Okay. The song broke on radio in North Carolina. So by the time he did the deal, by the time we did the deal, one of the songs was already gold, completely independent. So what happened was he put the songs out. It was going crazy in the Bay Area. How did he put them out?
He just through Ghazi, through distribution.
So okay,
it was the Gas Pedal EP.
So what made it just pop on the North Carolina radio?
No, because like when you're starting, basically when you're starting urban radio, North Carolina is a great market because you can go up and down. So you can go down to like Atlanta and Georgia. You can go up to like DC and all of that. So that's like the hub to start for urban radio. So Ghazi started there. They did a great campaign at radio and then it just at the same time it just took off on Vine, so it just exploded. But what's crazy was that was Gas Pedal. Red Nose just like at the same time as that took off, now people were hearing Red Nose, and then that take off. So he had two songs going crazy at the exact same time.
Damn, that's crazy.
Right there.
So yeah, I remember that too. That was a hell of a time for that man. He was on a run, like one that was just unbelievable. Had him knocking down a lot of the Hollywood's best.
How you controlling all that yourself?
He was knocking down a lot of Hollywood's best. That he was a gunner. But okay, that blew up and everything is going. So he's HBK. You getting tours. Does Kehlani join HBK at this time?
Yeah.
Are you managing her?
No. What happened was with Kehlani, which is really interesting. Kehlani was coming around through J.N.
Okay.
So she had just finished I think it was whatever the show she was on. Was it America's Got Talent or whatever?
It was one of those, yeah.
Yeah, so she was coming off of that. So Sage, when he did his deal, we was working out of 17 Hertz at a studio in L.A. Okay. So he was working out of that full time. So she had this girl manager, I forget who she was at the time, and J.N. would always be like, man, I'm telling you, this girl is dope. This girl is dope. We was not listening to him.
Yeah,
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She wasn't the Kehlani that we know. Sage seen something in her. On Sage's first album, she's on it. Like, she's singing background vocals and all kind of shit on it. That was the first thing she ever kind of really did.
Okay.
So at that time, when she's doing that, that's how she became in HBK, because through that through J.N.
Okay.
J.N. is the one that's like, man, she's dope. And then J.N. and David Ali were always close. So that's how David Ali ended up manager. Because David Ali, I guess, had seen her on Twitter and just reached out like, man, you're dope. I want to help you.
Right.
He came in from the gate and
damn,
done a great job since then.
That's dope.
So J.N. is the reason how Kehlani got, you know what I'm saying, with HBK.
And with Sage, you currently still manage Sage. And with Sage, like, for somebody blowing up so big, having a run he did for those years, do you well, not just him in particular, but I'm just asking this as a general question, do you see a certain humbleness? Because it seems like people always say, oh, motherfuckers get rich and don't be humble, but it seems like sometimes they get rich and get settled. It seems like they do get humbled. Like, I'm chilling. I'm so grateful for the shit that I did and what I got, because people don't realize how exhausting being on the road, being away from your family, being involved in the music game is, and you just as much as being a manager. Right. But your life don't slow down. The managers do. I mean, the artists do. Yeah. And so how is that? Because you seeing the artists, like I said, like, it's not that Sage, we know, can get up and make a fucking hit. We know that. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, for a manager or for a team to make a connect is on y'all. You know what I'm saying? At this point in his life. But with you being able to be on the road and nonstop just going, how has that stretch been? Because it's been, what, 20 years? 20-something years? Or 20 years, roughly?
Damn near.
Yeah. That's a long fucking run, man. I mean, you technically had a longer run in music. Well, yeah, had a longer run in music than a criminal life.
Yeah.
Neck and neck. No.
Because 2011 is when I say, like, that was it.
Okay.
The Krayshawn situation, that's when it was. Before that,
nigga was still, nigga was still
dibbling dabbling.
Yeah. So for half of your life,
like I'm saying, I was selling weed and shit. Like, shout out to my nigga Berner. We go way back.
Yeah, shout out to Berner. Shout out to Berner. Rest in peace, Cookie Monster too, man. So
I said, no, we forgot about Berner.
Yeah, Berner. Did you manage Berner?
Yeah, for forever.
Yeah,
until just recently.
Okay. Yeah. So
how's that sever?
It didn't, like, we're like, we used to live. When I moved to LA, me and Berner lived together.
And you never smoked?
Nah.
That's crazy.
Well, I used to smoke. I haven't smoked since 1994.
Damn.
That's the last time I smoked.
Is that right?
Yeah, I got so high I thought I was in heaven.
That's when weed got real good.
Happy stick or something back in there.
Nah, you was smoking some red fence or some shit like that.
So you did Berner all them years, but y'all recently?
Yeah, because Berner's like, he's not, like, what happened with Berner was really a conversation like, bruh, you don't even care about music.
You don't
like, you do it because you love it. So it makes it difficult when you're supposed to make, this is based on music, I mean on you know, the whole music business. he makes his music decisions based on I just love making music.
Yeah, it's
so
for like his archives, literally.
You know, so like he will make a project and literally spend who knows how much money, and know he's not gonna make the money back.
Right.
Not because it's not gonna sell enough, because he just wants to be comfortable.
He wants
so
a
like
piece
he's
of art
in
that's in the world.
$2,500 a day rooms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's being Berner. He's a whole different entity now. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense.